maybe I'm wrong, but usually this is where people struggle. Which one depends on which? Because I got to figure out an equation. It's not hard to find an equation as long as I know the dependent and the independent.
And that depends on the weight.
Doesn't the weight depend on what the mass is? So, it even says it right here. Read into it. The weight it exerts on a scale varies directly with the mass. The weight that the object is going to be is going to depend on its mass or its size, isn't it? Okay. So I'm going to write W depends on M. In other words, W is my dependent, right? I'm going to write Y below there. And M is like my independent. So, let's find K. Normally, to find K, I do Y divided by X. Agreed? In this case, what am I going to divide by what then? I'm going to take a weight and divide it by a mass. Are you given a weight and a mass in the problem? Yes. The weight is 59. The mass is 6. Let's figure out what K is. Okay. And it was a 3 repeating? Cool. Good. Now, let's write in direct variation equation. So normally we write this, y equals k times x. Okay. But we picked different variables, correct? So instead of y, what should I write? W equals 9.83 repeating times m. Okay. So, suppose a windlass. I don't even know what a windlass is. Do you know what a windlass is? It must be some kind of a, I don't know, let's look. It's a science thing. Some kind of a science thing. Okay. Ooh. It is a type of winch. A winch is something that you crank and lift things up. Is that what you said? And so it especially is used on ships to lift up anchors. All right, cool. Now we know what a windlass is. All right. Back to the problem. So basically what it's saying is if a windlass requires 0.75 pounds of force, in other words, you're putting a force when you turn it. Right? 0.75 pounds to lift an object that weighs 48 pounds. So I have two things going on here. I have a force, can I call it F? And I have a weight of some object. Okay. Can you guys tell me what depends on what? It does. The force that you have to use, doesn't it depend on how heavy the object is? Okay, so we're going to write F depends on W. And what that means is our dependent, this is like my Y, and this is like my X. All right, let's figure out K. To figure out K, normally I take Y divided by X. But I'm going to take the force divided by the weight. In the problem, what force are you given to lift what weight? Yep, 0.75 over 48. So, we get 0.015625. Normally I say round, but it's not that many, and it's more exact to do that. Okay, can anybody tell me what my equation is then? So normally it would be y equals 0.01526, bleh, you know what I mean, times x. But I'm going to use w and f. What should I write? 1625 times w. Good, so that would be my equation. Alright, so then I could, by the way, then I can use that equation to answer any other question regarding that same windlass and how much force it needs. So if I said how much force would you need to lift 210 pounds, can't I put that 210 in for W? Let's figure it out. I'd have to do 0.015625 times 210. It is what? And then just to look up above, force is measured in pounds. I don't know if you guys knew that from science. Because if you think about it, the amount it takes to lift something is going to be like related to the object itself, which is measured in pounds, the weight of the object itself. Good.